Hi everyone, so I just want to share my EDC pouch with you today. This is a pouch that I carry with me no matter where I go. It's a collection of many small tools in a Molle pouch, so it can hook up to any backpack. The tools that are contained in this pouch are quite versatile, and it's by no means a complete solution for all the problems, but it can help solve most of them. So to begin with, all the tools are housed in this pouch. This is a pouch that I picked up from Decathlon. It's just been around 3-4 months since I picked it up. And there's a lot of organization in the inside, and they're like very tough zippers. You can just yank on them, nothing's gonna happen. And now getting to the inside of it, you can see that there's a lot of organization and stuff. And even on the outside, this attaching system can help you attach it to a belt, anything. And there's a small loop as well, which I have down. So with this you can hang it on your backpack or anything using a carabiner or something. Right. So to begin with, let's open this up. So this is basically all-in-one tool for food, and this is manufactured by SIG. So this is a perfect on-the-go cutlery solution from the Swiss brand SIG. It's made with high-quality stainless steel and comes with a sturdy nylon pouch. And this pouch has a belt mount as well. And frankly, I don't really use it, but it's there if you need it. So just opening it up, let's see what all is included. So here's a spoon, which is fairly decent size. You can make do with it, and it's all stainless steel, so it's not going to rust on you. And if you open it up again, so it has a very nice locking mechanism integrated into it. Right, so there's a knife, it's pretty sharp. There's a food knife, and there's a fork. This has a bottle opener as well, and see, all these tools lock up against each other, so you won't need to worry about them coming loose in the pouch. The best part about it is this knife has a locking mechanism. Right. So we just press it and then push it in. It goes in. And to put it all back together, you just line these two things up, push it. Quite easy to wash it as well. Right after you use it, you wash it, put it back in. So you always have a spoon, fork and a knife to eat with. So let's just put it here. And the next one is a 10-in-1 office tool. Right, this is a tool which you can find on Amazon. All the links will be posted below. This is an office tool which is quite handy, has everything you'd need. So to start things off, there's a stapler. Well, and just push it back in. And then there's the scissors, so you just push this out, then you get the scissors. So the whole body acts like the scissor, this, right? And you can just cut anything. And there's a carton opener, staple pen remover. So I guess that's what this is. And the best part about it is it has a retractable tape. This is a very useful tool, and there's a button. You press that button, get it back. So it's a very useful tool. It's almost a meter long, and there's a pencil sharpener. There's a sharpener here, a paper punch, so it'll be hard to see it. You press this button, and then you can check your. So you insert the paper through this slot. Just press it, and then there you go. You have a punch. So there's a keyring here, and the storage basket is there. That's for all the shavings, I guess. That's about it. A lot of functionality just in this small tool. Okay, next we get to this. This is a Ganzo 302B multi-tool. So I picked this up from AliExpress. So it's made with 440C stainless steel, and It's a very versatile tool, comes in handy. Measures 104mm in length, 48mm at its widest, and a thickness of 20mm, including screws holding it together. Because it's constructed with heavy duty steel, it weighs a hefty 286 grams. So this tool usually comes with nylon sheets. To go along with the tool, there are 11 bits as well. So these two come together. Right? So these bits are highly polished to protect them from corroding, and they have a magnetic snap-on function. So this is an adapter which you use the tool. So basically you just open this up and this part locks, so you have to push this down to unlock it, right? And you pull this down and then you can push it in, it goes in. So one advantage of having the lock is all the small tools included in this don't have to be tensioned really high. The opening mechanism is quite soft, it's not very hard. So you open it up and you put this in. Even this is magnetic, it just snaps in, right? And you just do this, not gonna come out. So it locks in, and then you can just take any of the bits, even these are magnetic, and they just lock in. So and one good thing about the tool is if you're using this as a screwdriver, is you can just extend out the other arm, so the other butterfly mechanism arm, and you can use this as a long driver. So this gives enough torque, and or you can just just close this down, and then you have the L shape thing. So then you can drive it in or pull it out easily. In fact, I like this better than the regular screwdrivers, and it's with me all times. So always go for this if I have to get something out manually. So you just pull it down and then it closes in. Same way, just put it back. Right. Along with that, the main thing about this is the combination plier. All the implements, for instance, this is the straight edge knife, this is the saw, and this serrated edge knife opens up here. So basically how they've designed this tool is, if the tool is on your right hand or your left hand, with just one finger you can just flick open any cutting edge, or just one cutting edge. So for instance, let's see, if the tool is on your left hand, so you have the option to open the serrated edge blade. So if it's on your right hand, you have a straight edge blade. The only problem with it is closing it down, do it with just one hand, but you can barely do it. And the other pin that's there is to open up the saw. So the saw is pretty sharp, right? You can cut through like wood and all that soft stuff. Along with that, all the regular things, and all. And I like the scissors on this. So the scissors are quite sharp. You can just do a lot of stuff with this, and just pull it down and lock it in, close it in. And the only tool that doesn't lock is a small ring to tether it if you're working at heights. So the small screwdriver as well, it's already built in. Okay, let's put this aside. So what do we have next? Also carry a small nail clipper. This is from Victorinox. So this is hands down the best nail clipper I've used. It has a sleek and elegant design. It folds down to a very compact size. So you just push this down and then close it in. And it's so compact, you don't realize that it's there until you need it. And it comes with a small pouch as well. It's quite sharp and helps clip my toenails with relative ease. So toenails are pretty thick and you can clip it easily. And it's quite accurate in cutting nails. So there's never a problem with over clipping nail. The best part about it from all the reviews was this file. This file is supposed to be one of the best files on a nail clipper. So for instance, I could use this file for something else as well. So if I need to file down some metal, don't recommend using it for that, but it's there if I need it in case of an emergency. And let's put it back now. And what do we have here? This is a small screwdriver, flat and Phillips head. So I use this to tighten up all the small screws on my sunglasses and the other small stuff. So if you need it, it's here. It hardly takes up any room. So this is something I've made. So it's basically a nitrile glove, which I can, I've wrapped it up. So I've put it in a post-it note. I've wrapped it up with some tape. So if I need it, in case I need to get my hands dirty with something, I have an option to put this on. So it's always there. I have a pair. So there's one in each. So it makes a pair. Right? And a small mask in case if I ever need it, if I don't have access to a mask, or like if there's a lot of dust somewhere, you never know when it's gonna come in handy. So that's about it. So all these are housed in the small zipper right behind these tools. Right. And then now coming to the other part of it. So I have a lock, combination number lock. This is it's quite useful if you're going to a gym or something. The locker is there, but can't really lock it. So for instance, if you're staying somewhere and if you want to lock up your room and then just run out for a second, so this is the best option. And behind that is a carabiner, a small carabiner, so I can use this to hang up the pouch, clip the pouch onto something else. This is a fire starter, so in case if you're stuck somewhere, you always have an option of starting a fire, but you need to learn how to use this first. Just practice. You need to have some experience while using this. It's quite hard to start a fire if you don't know what you're doing. I just keep 2 AA batteries, Duracell batteries, and these go in anywhere. And usually for all my appliances I use rechargeable ones, but if they get out of juice and I'm traveling, or if I'm around somewhere where I can't get access to any, I have a few spares, so that'll help. So this is a flashlight from Nctrnm. It's locked. Press it and hold to unlock it. It's just one button operation and it has a micro USB charging. So there's always option to plug it in. Everywhere you'll find micro USB. So how this works is press once, comes on at the lowest setting, then press it again after a small gap, so it goes off. So press it twice quickly, comes on at its highest setting. Oh yeah, press it once and then press it again quickly and hold, so you can cycle through all the brightnesses. So from the lowest to the highest, once you release the button, it'll stop there. Then you press it again, it goes off. It's quite inexpensive for what it offers, and this is a good light. This is all you'd need in case of an emergency. It has a very wide beam, so you can't see very far, but close objects illuminate it quite well. And this is just to strike the rod, so it has a bottle opener as well. This is a medical tape, just the regular perforated tape. And if you ever need it, it's there. I also carry a thumb drive, which can double up as an OTG. I've had this for quite some time. It's a SanDisk. Quite handy. You never know when you need to shift files. Especially, I use MacBook Pro, and if I have to transfer file or if I have to send file to someone, and they won't be able to use my hard disk to copy files, and it just doesn't work that well. But these drives work pretty well between both the devices, so it's quite useful. And this is my Solognac knife I picked up from Decathlon. I think it's grip 85 it's called. So this is quite a sturdy folding knife with a robust locking mechanism, so it's not gonna just fail on you. It's the second pair of knife I bought because of how much I like it. It's relatively inexpensive for the value it offers, right? So never hurt to have more of these. this. Okay, this is the last tool. So I have a pouch and I've just stuffed in some zip ties. So these are very useful, just securing something to your back, or if something breaks, it's the best quick fix. And with this multi-tool, there is a replaceable cutting, so you can see that here. So this piece is very useful to cut the zip ties. It's a very useful tool to clip it just at the right spot, because if you don't clip it at the right spot, it can actually hurt you, because it has a very jagged edge. That's about it. This has been my EDC pouch. It all fits in this. Thank you. It's been fun making this video.